Shalom and welcome to all my brothers and sisters. Today I got an email asking the question, if Yeshua or Jesus was not the Messiah, then why did the Gospels foretell, coming from the mouth of Jesus or Yeshua, that the temple would be destroyed, and the temple was destroyed? Is it in fact that you rejected your Messiah, the Jewish people rejected their Messiah, and in fact it came true because of rejection of Jesus or Yeshua? In response to this brother's question, which is a very good question, I would say, why would one assume that if this was the case, if the temple was destroyed for anything, why would you believe that the temple would be destroyed because the Jewish people rejected who Christians and Messianics say is the Messiah? We would counter to say that Elohim would destroy the temple because we have accepted a false Messiah or someone who went against what the Messianic age is supposed to be, which is exactly what Christianity became. The whole concept of the Messiah, according to the New Testament, is completely contrary to the clear and consistent description of the Mashiach, for this person from the line of David. Completely opposite. And in fact, in Tanakh, the opposite description is given. It does not say in Tanakh that the Messiah will predict the destruction of the temple and destroy the temple. In fact, it says the opposite. When the Mashiach comes, the temple will be rebuilt. Ezekiel chapter 37, verses 24 to the very end. Now, in light of this claim that Jesus predicted the temple destruction, this is absolutely insane. Historians say that Jesus or Yeshua died in the year 30. Did God really fall asleep for 40 years? We know when the temple was destroyed. It was destroyed in the year 70 in the Great War between Rome and the Jews. From 66 to 70, 70 was the year the temple was completely destroyed. Did God wait 40 years for that to happen? The fact of the matter is we know why the temple was destroyed. We have many historians from that time, contemporary historians, that state very clearly that there was a lot of problems in Israel at that time between Rome and the Jews, and also infighting between all the Jewish people, the different sects, whether the Pharisees, the Sadducees, the Essenes, all of the members, all the groups were in a lot of problems. Baseless hatred. We have a lot of information about that time. So it's very clear why the temple was destroyed. There was a lot of problems. Daniel 9 in particular. Daniel was told by the angel Gabriel that the temple, the second temple, would be rebuilt, but during troubled times. And that was the rule of Rome over Israel. That was a troubling time to be an Israelite. And because of the infighting, this was all predicted. That's exactly what happened. It was a mess. And that's why Daniel chapter 9 also prophesies that it will wash away like a flood. It will be just utter destruction. That's exactly what happened. Now Christians will point to this fact of the temple being destroyed because of the rejection of Yeshua and tie it into Daniel chapter 9, which is not the case. And I will make a video about Daniel chapter 9 to break that down as well. But the temple was not destroyed because of Yeshua or Jesus, the rejection of Jesus or Yeshua, because it's in fact contrary to Scripture. The Scripture states very clearly that when the Mashiach comes, or this person from the line of David, however you want to phrase it, when he comes, there will be a rebuilding of the temple, not the destruction of a temple. We see that in Ezekiel chapter 37, verses 24 to the very end. The resurrection of the dead will happen. Daniel chapter 12, verse 2. The ingathering of all the exiles of Israel to the righteous remnant of Judah who has been here throughout history. Many things. World peace. We see that in Isaiah chapter 2. The righteous of the nations that will survive the great day of Elohim will come together with Israel, and world peace will come about because of the knowledge of God will cover the earth as the waters covers the sea. We find this in Isaiah chapter 11. We see this painted throughout the Scriptures. The message is clear that the temple will be rebuilt in that time of Elohim. So it's not the foretelling of the destruction of a temple, but the rebuilding of a temple. World peace, resurrection of the dead, the uniting of Israel, the uniting of the righteous of the nations with Israel, all of us living in peace and harmony, the earth becoming brand new, and most of all, most important, the presence of Elohim with us all. Shalom, and I hope that this was helpful, and I will talk to you soon.